haven't you?
Look at here. I will fight. If it's a cause for the city of Detroit, I will fight.
So we have been disrespected and misused in the city of Detroit.
If you go down to the city county building and you can't talk but a minute, you are disrespected. You are disrespected, and they're always trying to tell you, well, we're fighting for you all. You all who? Your mama and your daddy that you kept fighting for? You're not fighting for the people.
You know, we're over here on West Grand Boulevard where the Motown building is. Over here, we're looking at this school center building over there, right there, where we have all kind of school board issues and meetings and so forth. Eastside, and Keith, can you tell me concerning the Detroit public schools? Was it the school board members or was the students so terrible? Who was the terrible one?
They took and sold the school board on Woodward to come over here in this building that they had to pay all that money a month for. When we own the building down there.
Oh, that's it. You know what? They have a suite right over here in this expensive ass Fisher building here.
$1,000 a room.
Yes.
And they gave away our what?
They gave away our school building down on Woodward.
For almost.
Right there on Woodward and Warren.
Woodward and Warren.
And then we spent all that money, I think it was like $98 million, redoing that building. They got gold leaf trim on the elevator doors.
Yes.
They took and, why are we paying rent?
Jimmy Womack
on the
and
east
all
side,
his crew.
Jimmy Womack.
Rent went on the east side. We had George Junior High School. They shut it down for no reason.
Tore it down.
It had a full commercial kitchen to supply lunches to the other satellite schools. Not only if they had put their board in their own property, they wouldn't have been paying rent. They would have had free parking. They would have had 2 baseball diamonds, 2 swimming pools, and a racquetball court.
And a tennis court.
A tennis ball. I got it wrong.
Yeah.
Tennis court.
And then you raised a bunch of money for George Junior High School, East Side, right over there in your neighborhood.
I got money from the Pistons Foundation, from Chrysler Foundation, to put barbecue pits, swings. They had walking courts. They had everything over there. As soon as I raised all that money and got it from those companies, they tore George Junior High School down and they tore the recreation center down. Rural recreation center.
That's a damn shame.
Down to the ground. Don't look like nothing has ever been over there. Because they didn't want us to have anything in our community.
And the media is always blaming our Detroit kids for being so unruly, but wasn't it the school board members themselves who declared war on our schools and our children?
They took Northern and made it into a girls' school, which Northern was one of the best high schools in the city of Detroit. Miller, Northern, Southeastern, Eastern.
Hey, that's my school.
All those were the best high schools in the city.
That's right.
Now, the girls' academy schools, they're all different kind of things because they don't want our children to mingle like they're supposed to do things. They took all the classes out, band classes and everything. I can't talk anymore about this because this is making me mad about these people in the city.
It's very sad because they declared war on children.
Oh yeah, it's war on the children. They closed down Guyton Middle School over in Jefferson Chalmers area. Recognized around the world. No crime, no anything. The best kids in the world. The most intelligent, the most intelligent children in the world. They shut the school down for no reason. They want to take and scatter the kids out in these other schools. Guess what? 400 of them, they don't know where they at because they're probably in the suburbs now.
It's a shame.
So you think you get paid per head count, 400 of them gone.
And didn't we attend those school board meetings and weren't the school board members rowdy and disrespectful to us?
Yes, they were. And I'm going to be honest about it. Alicia Bass, Helen Moore, all of them were guarded by the police. We were sitting on the outside and they were throwing us out of that building like them people sit there and laugh at us. And now they're on our side. I don't trust them, never will, and I don't care who's in it, I don't trust them. Anytime you sell us out at the school board, we're fighting for children, and we don't even have no children in school. We're fighting for these children. And they had us thrown out of those buildings, told us
thrown out.
Crazy, told us we need to be in an institution, call us all kind of nasty names, but that was okay. That was okay. But now they're on our side because they're getting rid of them too.
Yeah.
They're getting rid of them too.
That school situation was terrible.
You got, let me see, Louis Cass was solicited by the President of the United States of America, who's assigned to Henry Schoolcraft the task of Indian removal. Schoolcraft took 5 of his boys and had them married into different Indian tribes to make them think that the white man was okay.
Okay.
When they needed those 12 signatures to go to Washington to give away the land, Schoolcraft hand-picked the 12 that went to Washington. The chiefs, the old chiefs, said, no, we don't like what's going on. You don't give away land. Land is sacred.
Yes.
These young chiefs, just like we got the most dumb young city council people down there, they thought they were all big because they were dealing with the white man who was bringing all these goods, mirrors, guns, all that stuff. They thought they were so bad. Well, they already had the amendments to those treaties drawn up before they even put the X's on it.
All right.
The treaty that the old chief saw was not the treaty that the dumb young chief signed, and the treaty that the dumb young chief signed changed before them dumb young chiefs made it back to Michigan.
You know, I think the worst thing in the world is when you declare war on children. If I recall correctly, I think that was over 135 to 140 Detroit public schools that was closed in an 8-year period.
Yeah, and torn down.
And they looked at us with a straight face and said it made sense. How does it make sense to close 140 Detroit public schools in an 8-year period?
Made no sense.
Secretary of State building is for them.
Secretary of
Oh,
State
it's about a block down.
Right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that building that says the election office?
Yeah,
that's the one. If it said election on it, that's the building.
That's the building.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, good people. We're over here on West Grand Boulevard, the home of the Motown Museum, and we're having good conversation in the hood, giving you good information from the hood, from the famous Eastside Lady. Everybody knows the East. I can't tell her age. She'll kill me.
19.
But she looks like a baby. Look at her looking all cute. Then we got Brother Keith.
Y'all gotta stop this. Y'all gonna make me say.
Then we got Brother Keith over here. But Detroit, they're giving you the whole rundown of corruption. It was never your fault. It was your corrupted elected officials that sold you out down the drain and stole and milked billions of dollars out of the city of Detroit.
How dumb can we get? Even Superfly was trying to get out of the drug business.
You got that right.
As bad as he was.
That's right.
Trying to get out of the drug business. Why are we getting pimped? It's our money. It's our town. These are our buildings. If we said that's mine, that's mine. If the school, that's their building, that's their building. But guess what? That's mine because we paid for it.
So the bottom line to the whole thing is that they were lying up there in Lansing. The governor is being a spoiled brat, and he's just simply saying, I'm not going to send you that money in revenue sharing that we owe you because we just don't want to do it. It has nothing to do with Krista Crenton. She's just doing her job. So would that be Lansing is the one who is deceiving the people and the media?
Lansing would be like President was back in the day. I think it was Andrew Jackson, wasn't it? I think it was Andrew Jackson, okay? He would be Lansing now. That would be Snipe, okay? You take Bing. Now Bing would be Louis Cass. Okay, Bing would be Cass.
Bing would be the butler in the white folks' house. That's what he would be.
Yeah, but now you take the city council, you take the head of the city council, that would be Schoolcraft. Because I ain't gonna say his name, but everybody knows who he is. You take the other members. Okay, those would be the members that married into the tribe to take and fool the other Indian that it was okay to deal with the white man and share your land. You know, it's a place called Acadia up in Canada. People hardly don't even know about it. You don't even speak about it. They were Indians.
And
They took them out of there on slave ships. The Queen or the King did. And you know, just like our Baptist ministers here, a little wacky, they called a reading of the church, and they wanted all the men and boys 14 years and older to come to the church and hear a reading of the King from England. They got to the church, the military put them all under arrest, they burned their homes, ran their catalogs while the slave ships were on the way. When the slave ships got there, they scattered them all over the eastern coastline of the United States of America. They changed them from Acadia to Nova Scotia.
Tell me this, in the city of Detroit, where we have so many black churches, we've got so many black churches, and we have a large community of very religious people. Tell me, what is the church? Has the church been helping us throughout this struggle that we've been fighting for such a long, long time?
Well, I don't have too many nice things to say about the church in the city, because I've grown up in the city of Detroit, and on Hastings Street, we only had 2 churches. That was Aretha Franklin's father's church, Reverend Franklin.
That's right.
He was on Hastings and Wilkes. And we had another Reverend Lewis on Benton and Revere. We didn't have as many churches, and the people helped each other then. Now churches help themselves out. You pay your tithes and they buy a diamond ring. You pay your tithes and they buy $400 and $500 shoes, and you at home eating nothing but greens and stuff. It's time for us to wake up and understand this. We gotta help each other. It's not only black people, we got white people, there's good people in the city, but we got Mexicans, Chinese, everything. We're the versatile city. But they're making us out to be like nothing. And we're not only the ones that they're trying to get out of Detroit. They have their own class of people that they want to be in Detroit, and it's not the poor.
Okay.
Because there is no middle class. There's poor and rich.
It's a damn shame.
And they say po-po. That's what it is in the city of Detroit.
And it shouldn't be that way.
Stop this. When you go in these neighborhoods, look at this, how clean this is.
Why did so many?
And we don't have nothing clean.
Tell me this, why did so many of those preachers get involved when we were fighting to save the Detroit public schools, that so many of us are losing our property over with these high-ass property taxes? Why did so many of these preachers get involved in what we fought against, the charter schools?
Well, what's going on right now is called totalitarianism, okay? And that's where the corporations are moving their way back into the city. Churches are being bribed with treats and whatever the deals are to be on the Republican side instead of on the side of their people.
Of the people.
Back during the days of the 60s, there was a term called anti-disestablishmentarianism. Those were the hippies. That was the civil rights movement. Those were the gay rights movement. Those were, that was all the people that were involved in all that stuff in the union. Those were anti-establishmentarianism.
Right, the women's right movement and all the movements.
Right. Those were anti-establishmentarian. Me correct, but that's what it is. Now you take the KKK. They are the anti-disestablishmentarianism. You take Snyder, he's the anti-disestablishmentarianism. You take all the stuff that you take the Republicans, they're anti-disestablishmentarianism. We have an anti-disestablishmentarianistic operation operating right here in the city of Detroit, and that word goes all the way back to the King. It was used in the 60s, it disappeared because everything was cool. Apparently things ain't cool anymore, time for that word to come back.
So tell me this, so in the city of Detroit, well, we keep talking about all the problems that we have in the city. What if our city council and our school boards and our state reps, what if they only had voted at those tables that they vote on? Had they voted in our favor, wouldn't we be much better off?
Oh yes, God knows we would be better off. But they'd rather take the magic dollar and sell their own people out.
So the people of Detroit were starved of those dollars by the way they voted at those tables.
Yes.
Those council people think they got it made, but they will also walk the trail of tears because they're black.
So it was not these young people who we like to hate on so much, because God knows, look, sometimes they walk around with their pants sagging, butt out, penis out, looking like a damn fool. And sometimes I know how intimidating or how you just wouldn't want to be around that. Sometimes it seems like they are the obvious person to blame. But wouldn't it really be these elected officials who voted against the people of Detroit?
That's who was about. One is downtown. They voted against the people of the city of Detroit. They thought they were hurting certain people, but they forgot they were hurting themselves and everybody else in the city of Detroit. Because the city of Detroit has money. They keep on saying we're broke. We're not broke if you keep sitting down there giving somebody $100,000 this for this contract. You got another city council now on top of the city council that we have. Who's paying for that? If we broke, why do we need that?
Oh, I'm glad I forgot about that.
Why do we need them?
So this financial stability